with Jamstack, it's all these verticalized best of breed systems that all come together. But at Stackbit, it's this weird combination where it's like you just come to Stackbit and you have everything. How is it still? How does that relate?
I believe for like most of the developers who work with Jamstack is just a convenient way, right, to store content besides the code that uses that content, right? You don't need to go and add an extra database, right? Or go and sign up for more services just to store your data. It's just a convenient way. And from the Jamstack history, like back to the Jekyll days, right? The Jekyll and its friends were the first static site generators. They used that pattern of saving markdown file, or basically saving posts as markdown files, and the code that renders those markdown files basically located in separate folders, but everything sits together in one Git repo. And then all you need is one Git repository to build your site, nothing else. So I guess it's more of a convenience.
But it's also, what if you're not a solo developer? What if you're an organization, or you have to build solution for an organization, and usually you say, okay, I have all these elements in the stack. I'll probably start with Contentful Community Edition, and then at some point I'm going to have to pay them, and I'll have to use this tool and that tool because Jamstack or React or whatever alone don't give content creators what they need. And then we're coming over and saying, hey, the same convenience that you can have as a solo developer, just have the content and the code in one place, you can have it as an organization, because we are providing the tooling that makes it feasible to have everything in one place and not buy or integrate and have all these other moving parts that you have to worry about. So we kind of make it feasible for content creators to have the same convenience of this guy in the garage. Another thing is, Simon mentioned, it came up a number of times, and then I figured out we have to make it into a thing, like content-driven architecture. Everything is content. So when thinking about databases and also people working with React and so on, and also SSGs, like usually you have content and then you have the templates or whatever, which are kind of fixed ways to render this content. It doesn't matter if it's that big or like the most old school website.
Right.
But we're saying, we're not the only one, but we're in the vanguard of this. Everything is content. We don't have fixed template. We have components, they have capabilities, and basically what we're saying, the structure of the website and all the pieces of information that make a website, including the pure data and the layouts, it's all being treated as content. That's also feeding our studio, feeding our components, and that's why you can build all these things from scratch, because we're always working with content. So we want to create this story that says, at the beginning there was content, and then there was structured content. And if you're talking to Contentful, they'll talk to you about structured content and blah, blah, blah. But we're going one step further, and Simon called it content-driven architecture. And then I figured, hey, this is a term that we can own. It doesn't come from marketing. It comes from the actual philosophy that's been developed here.
Content-driven architecture.